real-time welcome to your inbox last night. I am Sam Acosta for Payometry Labs. We know you didn't have time to sift through all those newsletters, so we did it for you. Today is January 9th, 2025. Let's see how your inbox last night looked. If this is your first time listening to the show, we went through your inbox last night in 4 basic parts. First, we look at popular industry newsletters you missed. Then we hit any Web3 or crypto news you definitely don't know about. Next, we go to what came out of our favorite Substacks. Finally, we end with the hottest gossip in payments and fintech from our friend, Mr. X. Turning to the newsletters that were in your inbox on January 8th, let's start, as we always do, with popular industry newsletters that were in your inbox last night, starting with digital transactions. There's a story about RTP volume, the real-time payments network out of New York is hitting 1 million transactions a day. For POS stands, there's an article that summarizes 3 different point of sale systems news that was just announced kicking off 2025. And Adobe Analytics reported online holiday sales data. This is a story that contains a lot of numbers, but they're different from the numbers that we told you were in your inbox yesterday. So if this information is important to you, make sure to hit your inbox last night from today. And for January 8th, let's move on to Payments Dive. There's 2 Payments Dive emails in your inbox last night. One of them has nothing really new. The other has a few things you should look at. The one you want to read is the one that starts with the story about Sezzle. If BNPL is important to you, there are a few things that were in your inbox last night. Payments Dive starts with a battle between Sezzle and the numbers. Payments Dive also links to a story in the Washington Post about holiday shoppers using BNPL more than they did last year. But beware, it's behind a paywall. Payments Dive also links to a story from NBC about service fees being charged by the city of Walla Walla, Washington, which is trying to reduce their $936,000 processing fee bill. Finally, Payments Dive includes a link to a Fox Business story attacking what they call credit card swipe fees. Fox Business says card fees are, quote, among the highest operating cost for retailers, and they take a bite out of household budgets, unquote. Let's have a look at the Glenbrook partners. Things seem to really be heating up over the Durbin-Marshall bill, also known as the Credit Card Competition Act, which was introduced last year. The bill would require credit card networks and issuers to adjust their technology to allow for cost-empowering routing. Glenbrook cites a study newsletter with very detailed information and numbers for the side lobbying against the bill. The Fox News Business article linked in Payments Dive that I mentioned a second ago talks about the opposite side of the argument, taking the position of those in support of the bill on behalf of consumers. Quick hot take. It's important to note this bill is being called a bunch of different things. First, the click to cancel bill. Second, it's called the Durbin-Marshall bill. And it is also called the Credit Card Competition Act of 2023. Moving into our Web3/crypto segment. This is in Payments Today. According to the Crypto Times, Portugal's big bank halted fiat payments to crypto platforms. That might be something worth looking into. Let's turn now to our favorite Substacks. Fintech Wrap Up by samboboev has a story about instant A-to-A payments challenge to the dominance of cards. Shameless plug. Payometry specializes in assisting merchants with using the benefits of debit and credit cards to retain customers in a way that ACH and A-to-A payments cannot provide. So if cards are your client's main source of revenue, you should give Scott a call. I'll link his info in the show notes. Okay, end of plug. Moving on. Sam also talks about using data and AI to combat fraud in account to account payments and AI agents in crypto. Well, it's about that time. Remember to anonymously send our anonymous payments and fintech tea to our encrypted signal channel. The link is in the show notes. So, Mr. X doesn't have any juicy gossip for us today, but I hear he does have something shocking.
That's right, Sam. Maybe a little shocking. But today, January 9th, is National Static Electricity Day. Uh-huh. So this is a little bit off our beaten path, but hey, we could all stand to learn something new, right? Uh-huh. Okay. So today's observance explores static electricity and even how we may cause it. Static electricity is different from the electrical current carried by wires through a building or transmitted by electric companies. Static electricity is produced when the positive and negative charges of an atom are out of balance. The atoms of some materials hold their electrons tightly. These materials, such as plastic, cloth, or glass, are insulators. While electrons of these substances do not move very freely, the electrons of other materials, such as metal, move more freely and are called conductors. By rubbing two insulators together, we transfer electrons, causing positive and negative charges. Opposites do attract. Atoms with a positive charge become attracted to atoms with a negative charge. We can see the evidence if we rub a balloon on your head. When we pull the balloon away, the hair clings to the balloon. Boom! Static electricity. Mr. X free back last night. Stay grounded. Until next time.
And that was your inbox last night. I'm Sam Aracasta for Payometry Labs. We'll see you tomorrow.